thank you so much for hanging out. Let me get you guys situated, and then we'll get ready to go. I'm gonna take you over just a little bit. I don't care how much prep you have to do. You hit that live button, and voila, everything changes. So let me make sure we get you guys a good view there. And then we're gonna press a few other buttons. I have another device somewhere. Okay, cool. Now I'll be able to see what I'm gonna do over here. All right, I could turn you a little bit more, but we'll work it out. I think once I get settled, we'll know. I need let's see, 1, 2, 3. Feel like I'm missing something. I am missing. I think I'll be okay with Facebook. Let's go ahead and get them on. Let me see. I'm gonna go a little old school stream with this, and I'm trying to decide if I want to go Facebook wide. Let's see. We're a little bit out. We can go Facebook wide. I think in this location we can go Facebook wide. Oh, why didn't I do that? I didn't have to do that. Let me get that plug back in. I hope everybody's having a great day. It's Thursday, not our normal stream day, but of course our normal Wednesday wasn't our normal Wednesday. It was a live Wednesday. Let's just go and hit that button. Bring them on in there. Let's see what's going on. All right, Facebook. My replay viewers on Facebook. Listen, thank you so much. But you need to go to the profile right now and see if we're live, because you know me, I'm live all the time. For those of you that will jump on live, hello. If you're seeing this on my timeline, your timeline, a friend's timeline, thank you and thank them for me for sharing our videos. And hopefully we got everything in there. I put you guys on a new location, trying to give you a nice wide shot. YouTube, y'all got too much of a wide shot. Y'all see it too much. Okay. And I want to put my other phone on and bring out another device. Got 2 other devices right here. But I need to do something else to bring on some, I'm not talking to you. I need to bring on, I want to do a little bit of Instagram. But the thing about Instagram, it doesn't, I think I'll be able to see the Facebook, Facebook comment. What's going on? Where did I just go live at? Okay, I think I'm on my page. I'm trying to see YouTube. I have this that I watch with and try to engage, but I really want to do some Instagram. But what I'm going to do, I need to make a YouTube, so I need that device. And so I need to put this somewhere. Well, I can do that. Oh, I can do it. Duh! With the joystick. All right, guys, we're going to talk about this joystick because, and I hope I tagged everybody on there. So let me see. Let's put some Instagram. Instagram's got to go portrait. And watch how I manipulate my joystick, because I'm going to talk about that. There we go. Let's go ahead and get Instagram over here and let them be ours and make sure everything's locked in place. And we'll put Instagram over here after I show you guys. So yesterday, like I said, it's not our normal Thursday to be on. I don't know why I'm seeing this. Why am I not? Okay, it's telling me to share this somewhere. Let me do that. Now, will that message go away? Okay, I made the whole thing go away. Tag friends. Okay, I don't want to tag. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like tagging people, because I don't want to be on anybody's timeline without their permission. That's not me. I feel like I want to check to make sure. Let me check and see where I am on this thing. Am I on my page? It looks weird though, doesn't it? Oh, that's hot. Loving it. Get that haircut. Let me just tell you, so many people I have to thank today, y'all. And I'm so mad that Facebook is looking like that. It's got a new look. But okay, the haircut first and foremost. You already know I have no bad hair today because I'm all the time getting the details at Details Barber and Beauty, located in the historic West End Mall, woman-owned barbershop. And I don't know why I don't have I got to get a details apron. But I'm going to put on my Marietta thing in the square apron today, because that's what we wore 24 hours from now, 24 hours before now, we were live on stage from the kitchen, okay, putting on this apron, chilling out, hanging out in the kitchen. I had a chance to take what we do here in the kitchen live to stage, y'all. And again, by happenstance, it just happened that way, but it worked out. That's what partnerships is about. And if you watched the video yesterday, you know what I mean. Hey, Pedro, you will know what I mean when I talk about partnerships. Let me get me a glass of lemonade. You know that is first and foremost because we have the fresh homemade lemonade. Don't squeeze the lemon. We don't peel the peaches, but we got some good peach lemonade. Ooh, it still got a little ice and a little slushy going on in there. And this is actually the last of the batch. We're going to make a fresh batch today. We're going to make some special batch today. Because you guys already know I made one fresh batch and I freeze a batch. But, okay, and I know I got a lot going on in the kitchen. We're going to talk about that because I just went shopping. We're going to pull out, we're going to empty our basket. We're going to talk about everything that we bought. But again, I want to thank so many people. Facebook, I need to turn you guys around so y'all can see. That's what I'm missing. I'm like, and I'm looking at my, okay, there we go. My Facebook orientation, I'm doing the landscape, it looks different, right? So that way y'all can see that it says Marietta Theater in the Square. YouTube is hanging out above you guys, so if anything you like in this video, you want to come back and kind of fast forward so you don't have to try to find it in the stream, you can go over to our YouTube page, which you can easily get to just by using DryerBuzz.com. Like again, if I said you saw this on your friend's timeline or somewhere else other than mine, and you wonder who I am, I'm Yolanda at DryerBuzz. Most people know me at DryerBuzz. And of course, DryerBuzz.com. Right now, our domain is pointing right to our YouTube page. As you know, this entire internet is about to evolve and go into another level, and we're trying to figure out which direction we want to go. Now, you see there's a lot of stuff around me. No, it's not just a messy kitchen. It's a lot that I need to tell you about, and I'm going to do that after, hey, Daniel Willis, how do you have time to be watching the video and chilling out in Dubai? Because you guys still got to get that buzz, you know. And you probably want to know what's going on back in the United States. Yeah, we're waiting on that storm, but it's still sunshiny and hot as hell outside. But I know you're real hot over there. So above me here, you see I have the joystick. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of branding today. Marietta's new theater in the square. I'll be back here on Saturday, but they invited us to come from the kitchen to the stage because we had a most amazing opportunity to sit down one-on-one with a voice, Hall of Famer voice of Atlanta, Ryan Cameron, to talk about branding, how to get in the game of branding and partnerships. You know, how to, before you even get to the table, how to know what your value is, what you need. He dropped so many gems. And you guys are out there watching the replays and you're tweeting them all and sharing them all. I'm so glad that we did that opportunity. He answered all the questions we put forth and then some. So many great takeaways, guys. So many great takeaways. And to sit down with mentors like that and allow people to mentor you. You know, and people always ask, you know, when you get to a certain level, it's like, well, who do you turn to? You know, because I have an answer platform and I give out a lot of answers. I talk about branding. I talk about social media, having been involved in every phase of it since the 80s. And 16 years just blogging at DryerBuzz. You know, people always want to know, well, who do I turn to? I turn to great mentors who got 30 years in this game and 40 years of doing this, that, and the other, and so forth. And I just shared a congratulations, a happy anniversary to Joyce Hotel. 35 years in radio. She's going to celebrate that anniversary. And that means that these people have curated our life. You know, and the takeaway that I got from that is respecting who he was, Ryan Cameron, and what he does, and to be able to put some words to it, to be able to title that, you know. And I said, I mean, he created culture. He created what we consider to be, he branded it. And I'm trying to use the language that our entrepreneurs use. He branded the culture. You know, that the behaviors that a lot of people have and how they live, work, and play. socializing, what you do at work, while you at work, what you do immediately when you get off work, how you spend your weekends, where businesses that you patronize, and so forth. In Atlanta, radio dictated a lot of that because radio, especially particularly black radio, was a medium that we gave permission to come into our cars, our households, into our cubicles, and we listened to them and they guided us in a lot of things. And Ryan has been off the radio and never say never, whether or not he'll return or come out of retirement. Let me see. Hey, Raul, you know it, branding all day. And Raul Thomas has just jumped on. Raul, I'm on the basic Facebook because I want you guys to get a chance to jump in. I know you're probably going to stop and have to go do some things and then come in. But I wanted to just reiterate some of the talking points. Yesterday, Ryan Kim talked about your partnerships. And what the biggest takeaway that everybody walked away with, Ryan said his next tattoo is going to be respect is never retroactive. Okay, and I've been thinking about that like all night. Because sometimes you just have to prove to people. But you have to prove it from the start. You have to prove it from the get-go. You don't want to have to come from behind the 8 ball. You don't want to have to come from a moment of somebody marginalizing you, undermining you, because you don't really get a chance to. You don't get over that. When somebody doesn't understand the value that you're bringing to the table, they're not, and he said, they're not going to like, oh yeah, no. Because even if they pretend that, oh, now they got respect for you, you still got the side effects of them discounting you. You still got the side effects of them not understanding who you are, what you brought to the table. Initially, I'm going to go ahead and bring Raul on here so he can help me out with these sliders. Hold on. Let me see if we get that invite on there. So if people don't understand, go ahead and push that button of live streaming. And Raul Thomas, a proprietor of Marietta's New Theater in the Square, he got a chance to tell how, without introducing myself to him, my live stream did it, because I walked into his establishment one day live streaming. And so when I went to him with the ask, he instantly knew the value that I was going to bring. It's trying to connect where I was coming, check to see where you are or what you're on. So he instantly knew when I made that call or sent that inbox, he instantly knew, oh, well, she's consistent, And I tell you guys all the time, it's respect and reputation. Because a lot of times your respect comes from your reputation. Taylor Dean is in the building. And a lot of times your reputation can only come from you being consistent. Okay, y'all gonna see me keep stepping down there because I'm trying to welcome people in. Raul's got to go get to another spot because it dropped him. Respect comes from repetition and reputation. Your reputation is built based on your repetition. Okay, we're going to get all these R's up in here today. All right, and like I said, guys, I got a lot of stuff I want to show you. The stream today is powered by Marietta's New Theater in the Square. That's what we'll be on Saturday for an amazing show. They also have a show tonight. If you're in Marietta, you don't want to get in traffic going home, go hang out over there. Let me tell you, Marietta Theater in the Square is like almost like everything we ever wanted in a theater. Good entertainment and some music, and then he can ready to bring the food back in, y'all. I'm telling you, it's about to be off the chain in Marietta Theater in the Square. Hold on, let's see if we can get him on this time. Okay, one more ad. It's trying to get. So it's really going to be off the chain. We're also powered by Joystick, Joistik. That's the apparatus I have here that I'm getting ready to bring up. We're showing that. I'm getting ready to put Instagram on there, and they'll come on live. I'm just going to sit over. But I want to talk about this. This is the Joystick, and this is what YouTube is on right now as I'm live streaming. And so we have one going on over here. Raul is still trying to catch it. It's trying to connect. So hopefully we'll get you on there. It's trying. You might have to step outside. I'm not sure where you are in the building. It says adding. Okay? But this is your joystick. Brought to you by Joystick. And she provided the joysticks for the live stream, which means I was able to put apparatuses all around and live stream. We were live yesterday. If you missed it, live on YouTube and live on Facebook. We did a little bit on Instagram. And then, of course, there are other tools that we can use to do it all in one, or we can do it on different devices. So I'll talk about that as well. Let me see. All right, trying it one more time. All right, so those are some of the things that they have available. I tagged everybody, I linked everybody in the description. Joystick I don't want to say if it's .com.net. I think theaterindthesquare.net and joystick.com. Also, eyelashher.com. That's my daughter's business. She has a beauty bar located in Lithia Springs. So all the three of them were my partners for yesterday's live stream. All right, so and I'm waiting on Raul to pop in. Check it, see where you are. He's probably out and about in the city. All right, so I want to talk particularly about Joystick because everybody wants to know what I'm streaming with. Now, most of the time you see me out, you see me with my selfie stick, my GoPro stick, and all that kind of stuff. But when I'm here at the house, the angles that I have, the hands-free, you know, being able to just put the devices somewhere, I use Joystick. Like I said, my YouTube is on a Joystick. I got another apparatus here, but this is a Joystick. And I'm kind of holding it up so you guys can see. It's basically, it's like your tripod. My device is waving. I got to tighten that up. So it's basically, it has several different angles, several different heights. And then it comes with a couple of pieces to connect to it. So you have this piece. This is a hot commodity right here. This is the piece that will hold, it has different, you can set it for different lengths, different heights, different widths, and it'll hold your phone, goes all the way up to your full, this is a full-size iPad. I have a mini iPad on the joystick over there, and then also I can adjust it to a phone size. And you can go, it has a tilt device as well, and my tilt device is actually in my purse, and I'm not going to go find it. So it comes with, it has 3 different levels of adjusting the height, so it can go very tall. And it has a couple different connectors. This again is for all devices. You put that's what it's sitting in, which I need to tighten because I was trying to move it. Okay. So then you have your devices that you can connect to, and I'm going to bring this a little bit closer so you guys can see that. So then you have your grips. I call them the grips. And you can put any number of these on. On my YouTube stick, I have 2. I have this and a grip. So I usually have, when you see me out, I will usually place it somewhere in the room. I'll usually place it somewhere in the room just to get the wide shot. Then I have another device in the grip to bring in the closer shot. And then I have an app that I can, no matter where I am in the room, I can switch it around. Let's say that I wanted to do multi-camera. Let's say that I wanted all of three of these wanted to on the same stream. There's apps out there. I use a Switcher app, Switcher Studio. It's a professional version. And then I can say, give me this camera, give me that camera. You get to create a full-on production value. And normally when I'm in the kitchen, that's what I'm using. Because in that way, I can give you guys the wide shot, but then I can also just bring you close in on whatever item I'm cooking or whatever devices whatever products I'm talking about. And I'm just getting into the product business. So and I don't, you know what it is, Raul? I'm landscape. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you that's what it is. Go landscape when you try to come on. Let me stop it. I think that's what it is. I'm landscape and you probably portrait. So you might have to turn it. We did it last time. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not letting you on. Because remember last time we were side by side. So I don't know what's going on, but it's not bringing you through. So put your grips on there. You just basically loosen it up. You can hook the grips on your joystick at any level that you want. And then you have, I've seen them, we used them at Breakfast with DryerBuzz. I think in one Breakfast with DryerBuzz, we had about 3 joysticks, and I swear to you, there were probably about maybe 10 live streams going on, as people were on every different platform, BeLive, they were on Facebook, Periscope, all of those devices, all of those timelines, and just really a lot of eyes on the room. So go to Joy, Joistik, Joy, Joistik, LLC on Facebook.com, and LLC on Facebook, joystick.com, if you'd like to get some of the merchandise. And this is a bag. You can get your bag, and then that way when you get ready to go to your events or go to your live stream, I have this hanging up here. This is a bag. It holds actually two of these sticks, and then all of your different gadgets. And she has literally everything that you need. I mean, this one right here, this is the crack that everybody's trying to get right here. The lights, the selfie lights, all of that. She has that as well. There's your selfie light. I can't hook it on because I'm in the top thing. But there is your selfie lights as well. See that joystick? And these things are bright, okay? You just basically have to charge them up. See, and it comes on. It's got 3 different levels of lighting. I used it the other night in the car. I was like, oh, I did not need this. I did not need this. But those are also available. If you see me out, I will always, from now on, have merchandise on me. A number of the events and things like that I go to. And you can get these and find out more. And they come with your charger cord for your light. And the thing about it is you probably are buying these items, but then when you buy them from one of your Facebook friends, or you buy them from a woman-owned company, Joy came up with the joystick because one, she's a photographer, and being a photographer and recognizing the need of the changes in the industry, that now everybody is a photographer, everybody is a live streamer, but then just see that need and then to go ahead and get that product development together. All right, one more time. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so there he is. Hello, I knew you were somewhere in the city. Where are you?
I'm shopping right now. I'm in a farmer's market, getting some supplies for Saturday's event. So I thought how apropos it was to get onto your show and to talk about what's happening in our new ventures, right? So hello, good morning.
Hello, people had so many questions about the farmer's market.
I hope that you're high that I am after yesterday's event. Was an amazing event. I gotta tell you, I had so much fun. It was great to be behind the camera again and do our show and cook for you guys and just have a great old time to the point that I got up this morning and I didn't have a problem cooking. So it's all good.
It is good, and I can see your excitement.
Saturday's gonna be a big day.
Yeah, I can see your excitement. Stop, dog. I can see your excitement as you were going through the day yesterday. How it was reminiscent for you and what you already do. I think he's.
It's one thing to do it for a living, and it's another thing to enjoy what you're doing. Right? So I definitely enjoyed what I was doing yesterday. I love to cook, share. I love to give people the opportunity to ask questions, to learn the culture. So I'm right in my element, right in my room. Feeling really, really good about it, and excited to bring you back to my show. I'm real excited about it. So it's always great to be on with you and let people know that Saturday they'll get to taste my food again. I'll be cooking at the theater. It's looking like it's going to be a sold out show. But we're very close. We got maybe 40, 50 tickets left for the show. So anybody that wants to come out and get some great Puerto Rican food and hear some really good comedy and some good poetry, some great music, and just a good old time, come on out to Marriott's Theater Square, as it says on your apron, and enjoy us and enjoy what we're doing. But enough about me. What are you making there? What's this mess you're making right now?
I know, right? Okay, so thinking about, you said some things, like you taught us some things yesterday. Now, I can't find the banana leaves in my neighborhood, so I got to find some banana leaves. I did get some lemon from me, but what I'm actually going to do today for the game tonight is a slider. So I was going to try to do the empanada, but I'm like, I'll try to. So I'm going to do some sliders and some chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
But I need to come up. I want to do an herb mayo.
You go to a market.
Yeah, we got a little bit of delay on you, but yeah, I gotta find a farmer's market. Which I'll have to go outside the neighborhood for. But what I did was I told them they need to get it. I'm trying to think. I did get some extra lemons to use on my meat. All
Get the
right.
lemons now.
I'm gonna get it down.
After you wash, you use the lemon, right?
Right.
4. There you go. You go.
Yeah. So I'm getting there.
You're okay.
I'm getting there. I also got some baking soda. I got some dill. Instead of doing French fries, I'm gonna do a potato with a little bit of warm dill dressing on it. So that's gonna be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of fish are we making with that dough?
Actually, I'm not doing the. I'm doing a potato with the
What
dill.
kind of fish that is?
On Tuesday, I'm gonna do poached salmon. So I'll be doing fish on Tuesday on my regular cooking day.
That'll work.
Yeah, tonight is the carnivore and football night.
Awesome.
All right. So, but guys, I'm gonna be
Cool. Well, I look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
on Saturday. Yes.
That's right. We'll see you there, Mary's New Theater Square, celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with your chef Raul. We'll talk to you soon.
All righty. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Let me see if I can do that. Is that what I do? Continue. Okay, continue. I think I didn't want to mess it up. Okay. Yeah, we had just a little bit of delay. I knew he was out and about in the city. He was actually shopping at the farmer's market because on Saturday, if you watched the videos we did yesterday, we had a live cooking demo with Chef Raul Thomas, who is the proprietor of Marietta Theater in the Square. And when I tell y'all, we had our live event, and when the event ended, of course, as I tell y'all all the time, at the end of a DryerBuzz event, nobody wants to go home. And so even after we did the live stream, we still streamed again. We did an after stream for another 45 minutes, and then we did a stream after that one for another 15 minutes because Raul kept cooking, and I mean he made Ramos chicken, I think. Mulas chicken. I don't know. I gotta figure this stuff out. But empanadas, he made empanadas on demand. We thought it was gonna be like a little sample. No, we had plates and plates of food. It was so good, so delicious. And we got a chance to talk about again some of the takeaways from the live stream. Lots of great takeaways. Some things that the men knew that the women didn't know. Some things that we talked about branding, respect, and your value. So again, shout out and thank you to Ryan Cameron for just, extending it. I mean, that was the best yes I've had this year. For him to say yes that he would do the live stream, because I hadn't even planned on taking it to that level. I had someone approach me about coming back out and doing live streams. They used to do them on Fridays in a business that used to be in Douglasville that has relocated to Maryland. And so a lot of people were like, oh man, we miss, being able to come to a local spot. Because a lot of people will watch live, but there are a lot of people, especially my Facebook friends, they'll see where we are and they'll show up. So when I'm live streaming, that's why I always check in where I'm going, because people will show up. And the same way with you, turn on your live stream and your business, people will show up, right? Because they're looking down that timeline, and there were a lot of people say, oh, I saw it on Eventbrite. I saw you just went live and I was going down the street, all of that. So just amazing day. And I wanted to just kind of come in and just spotlight those who partner with me on this. And when I say partner, I'm using the word partner. But let me just say this, those who really blessed this event yesterday, this is the 1 year anniversary of me. I had to step away from all this, so now I'm like coming back. It's the 16th year anniversary of DryerBuzz.com, and so to have, based on my reputation, people say yes, I'll partner with you. Without a doubt, I'll partner with you. And let me tell you, a lot of y'all out there have great product, but you don't want to relinquish. You don't want. I can't tell you how many authors that I know that won't even give you a copy of their book, so you can't create buzz. They won't give you a copy of the book. They won't give you one of their T-shirts. It's like, it's insane. You have to give your product so people can create buzz about it. And that's why I love Joystick, because You see them everywhere. And now everywhere you go, you're going to be like, oh, I saw that. So this is Joystick, Marietta Theater in the Square, Eyelash Her. Transportation for yesterday's event was powered by Eyelash Her. The streaming gear, all my streaming gear comes from Joystick, joystick.com. The lights, all of the different grips that we use, to hold all of the devices. You can, on one joystick, as many grips as you can put on there, that's how many devices, and you can put a lot of grips on your joystick because it literally goes several different heights. I've got three levels of which I can adjust this as far as height. And let me tell you, for a blogger out on the red carpet, and you already know sometimes you might end up on the front, the second row, the third row. Listen, you know what I do, especially if I'm not going to get something exclusive? I'm going to go sit down and chill. Let me tell you, everybody want to know, how did DryerBuzz get that shot? First of all, anytime you're getting in any group of photographers or red carpet, you want to have height. You want to have the best height in the field, okay? You want to rise above. Everybody's running up there trying to get that shot. I'm like, chilling, right? Just raise it up. How do you think I got that Jamie Foxx shout out? You know, it's like he's rolling down the red carpet. And I'm like, oh, he's like, stop, wait. I like that. Right? I'm telling you, how do you think I ain't got to rush down there, you know. I just roll it up with my sticks and all that kind of stuff. So I just get what I need. I won't get what I need. I'm not coming out my house on no red carpet or no press conference or none of that stuff and come back home and I didn't get what I need. I ain't got my shot. I didn't get my exclusive. I didn't get my interview. Of course, I'm retired, but I'm just passing it on. You gotta have your gear, y'all. And what I normally do is, like I said, I'll have my handheld, but I will also put a device in the room, like at the red carpet. I'll put my joystick at the end of the red carpet, and then I have my app on my phone, and I can bounce from my handheld to my joystick. I can go back and forth and catch all these different angles. I can put a couple of these bad boys and catch a couple of them. They're like, DryerBuzz, how many? They be like, because they know how I buzz. They be like, DryerBuzz, how many spots you need on the red carpet? Oh, I'll go ahead and take 2. So then I got a joystick there, and I got a joystick in, and I'm here I am with the handheld. And then that way, you know, and a lot of times, let me give y'all a little secret. A lot of times, I'll just put this in the room. And when I get home, I ain't even over there. I'm not even over there monitoring it. I just put it there. I leave it over there. Because people walk by and they know, wait, that's a lot. They go, hey, y'all, you know, I'm like, then when I get home, I go back to check the footage. And let me tell you, I have gotten home and I have had some amazing footage because people now know and respect the live stream. And a lot of times people see me and they know I'm always live. And when I'm not live, they're like, you're not live? I'm like, no, I'm not live. And they're like, You know, but if people walk up and they're like, and they all in the camera like, what is this? What they doing? And then they see all the people watching this. I had a guy one time walk by and he dropped so much wisdom on that stream. Is one of the best videos I have out there. He dropped so much. I was like, dude, really? Who are you? Where are you? You know, but I just put it in the room and I was covering an event for somebody and I literally just put around the room and like, hey, let it run. I did a forum. I was at an education forum. And again, you know, I was over there enjoying the food because wherever there's food, I'm going to eat. I'm over there enjoying the food. And I just put it there. And usually I'll put some signage on there with live at such powered by da-da-da-da-da. You can put your banner on it. You know, you put your signage on there. You know, have a couple of your grips on it. It's hands-free, hassle-free, live streaming only if you support Joystick, woman-owned, Joystik, Joystick, and go out there and get it, joystik.com, joy_stick on Twitter and Instagram, Joystick Info, on Facebook, Joystick LLC, on the hands-free live streaming for your mobile devices. Go live, multiple devices, multiple platforms, one joystick. So I just wanted to do this as a token of my gratitude for how Joy has powered the live stream. Now, there are people on the live stream who say, okay, is Yolanda going to cook today? Let's go ahead and get into that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and sit this over here. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. I might not have to. Let me see. What device? I'm trying to think what device of mine that I have on here. This is a family iPad. It's not even my, everybody watches programs on here, so I don't even have all the devices on here. Let me see. I don't even have all the apps on here. Let's see if I can grab an app right quick. I'm going to bring where do I go back? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and put Instagram on here and do some Instagram. I haven't done Instagram in a while. I know my thing over there is like, you have not loaded anything. So we'll go ahead and do a little Instagram on there. You know, every time when you try to download an app on iPad, it doesn't. And for those of you that are on YouTube, and if you're on my streams, you know my regular streams are long, but once we get to making the products, I will make the food, I will create a short video. These streams are for those who just want to hang out with me, okay? But if you want to go back and figure out what I made, or watch what I made, or make what I made, you will find the shorter versions, 3 to 4 minute videos or less, on DryerBuzz YouTube, which you just go to DryerBuzz.com. If you missed the live videos that we did yesterday, the live with Ryan Cameron video, that is playing right now on DryerBuzz.com as well. So if you are into branding, go and watch that. I'm telling you, lots of great takeaways. And we're gonna have a watch party, probably a pre-game watch party. I think I gotta find out what time the game is tonight, Thursday night football, because I have a business group called DryerBuzz Business Bowl, and we kick off on Thursday nights working for our businesses, trying to become household names by the Super Bowl. And so you will, we're gonna have a pre-game. It's gonna be part of our on Thursday nights before the game. We have something called the pre-game huddle. Okay, and in the pre-game huddle, all my business owners get together. They pick my brain about branding. They get to pick my brain about connections and resources and so forth. Also, I'm looking for grant writers. I got a request in for grant writers. My grant writers, if you're looking for new clients, hit me up. I got a client for you, grant writers. All right. Give me just a second here. Let me get Instagram. Then I'm gonna go through the bag and show you guys what I bought. We had Raul on. We had Joystick probably pop on as well. I know she's busy. She is really always busy. Drinking some lemonade. About to make another batch of lemonade. I'm gonna do something different with the lemonade. There, we put a little blueberry in. They had small packages of blueberry today. All right, let me see. Oh yeah, let's log in. Oh, dang. Okay. Facebook be knowing a little too much. I don't need notifications. I just want to go live. Puppy, what? I don't know why I'm calling you Puppy. Big old grown dog over there. Oh, go ahead. Great feedback. You see, this is what I really love, y'all. Can y'all see the joystick? Lots of great feedback, guys. I'm so excited about all the feedback. So let me enable that. Enable that. All right, I do need to bring that down some. We're going to go over here. But we'll let them go in the corner here. All right, there we go. Let's just bring that down a little bit. Let's see if we get a live view. Let's go ahead and start that live. Hey Instagram, shout out to the replay viewers, but we decided we're blessed with another joystick for the moment, so we decided to turn you guys on, let y'all come and hang out with us. And you know what? Why don't I just bring you guys over here? I don't want to put you in front of Facebook and all that, but there you go. Okay, we'll hang out right here. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, like I said, I'm so glad to be on this side of that event because if anybody that does events, you know, it is, who is that? Hey there, Marquez. If you know about scheduling events, booking events, planning events, conducting events, hosting events, and so forth, once it's over, my body is like so free today. Even though I'm tired and exhausted, I'm just so glad it's done. And then to have at the end of your event to have so much positive feedback, because people have so much anxiety. It's like I got to deal with your anxiety. I'm the one, first of all, that had to book this guest, promote it, get up there on stage, you know, with the guests, and then hey Laura, and then, you know, listen to the feedback and hope that, you know, it's especially in theater. People in theater know that, you know, once you do your event, you gotta wait for the reviews to come in. And there are always those who, you know, their expectations are like way up here, even though they could never exceed those expectations themselves, and they don't give any kind of input. I don't experience that. So when I do something, people are like, okay, wow, I love how she did that. And the feedback is absolutely awesome to see you guys again commenting with some of the takeaways. And not only just the takeaways, but to see what you're commenting on tells me, wow, you literally watched the whole thing. Oh, I've got to plug this back in. Let me plug YouTube back in. I'm not going anywhere with you. You might as well keep it moving. I forgot you needed charging. Okay. There we go. All right, so to put some power up there to YouTube, and I'm going to have to check a couple other devices. Everybody else is plugged in. Let me take that off the screen. Can I reach that without knocking it over? So to see the comments that people are making, that tells me how far within the video they watched. And some people are saying they're watching it twice. They're on their second replay because there was so much. And this is what I love about, and I tell you guys all the time, successful people, they want to share what they did. They want to share how they made it and so forth. Okay, real simple thing today. I don't have to cook right now, but we are going to do something now. Because I'm actually making these sliders for tonight's football game. And again, the haircut, y'all. The haircut, you know, I never have a bad hair day because I always get my details. I need to take this off. And then I'm having the aprons, all my aprons. I had aprons for my guests yesterday, and they left their aprons, and so people in the audience took the aprons, wanted the aprons. So I got to go get new aprons made. I will be getting my joystick apron. I will have my eyelash curl apron. I will have got my Marietta Fit in the Square, and I went to DryerBuzz each apron. So what I bought today is, of course, I bought my lemons for my new batch of lemonade. But the blueberries, they also had a small pack of blueberries. So I got blueberries. I'm going to make a blueberry lemonade. So we'll get that on. And what we said we were going to do is, you know, we had This Ain't That Book Club. We've been reading a book for the month with Vera Coon by Zora Neale Hurston. So I'll just sit that there. So normally what I do, and first of all, for those of us, like I said, if you're seeing this on a friend's timeline, I'm a blogger, not a chef. I'm just simply a home cook, trying to learn how to cook a little bit, dial back the convenience items that I use. Things in cans, things in jars, processed foods, spices, packaged spices instead of natural things, okay? So what I did was, the first thing I did is I went out, let me get a bag for trash here. I went out and I bought just some things to have out and keep in, so I can keep in mind and reach that goal. So the first thing I bought was a basket. And when I go shopping now, if the item is not refrigerated, I don't refrigerate it at home. I put it in the basket. So some of the things that I replenished in my basket is, of course, we're an onion-loving family. So the onions, they go right there. Onions all the time. I try to make sure that I have some fruit in the basket. Now, my grapefruit, that was refrigerated. My lemons in the store were not refrigerated. So therefore, my lemons are going there. But I'm going to cook these lemons like right away, so they're not going to stay in there too long. So as things were refrigerated, they go into the refrigeration. Things that weren't, they won't. So that way, I get to keep that out on the counter, because anything that goes in that basket cannot does not live in the house longer than a week. Anything less than that, then they're gonna have fruit flies. And that's one thing about having natural foods in the house. You will have to deal. If you don't use it, you lose it, and you will get those fruit flies. All right, so this little jar of jelly, this is called frog jelly. And it's called frog jelly because it's fig, raspberry, orange, and ginger. And I just love it because I love toast. So I have that. So, and I shop at two places locally in my neighborhood. One is called the Farmer's Table. It started out as a little vegetable stand, and it since expanded to a small grocer, they have a cafe, and then they opened the candy and ice creamer. So I'm gonna, in my lemonade, I'm gonna put nectarine. I normally would use a peach, but I wanted to go kind of a berry way today, but I still want the color. And the color, pink lemonade, comes from the peel. So I don't peel my lemonade. I don't peel my peaches or my nectarines. I'm going to use the nectarine in this one. I'm also just going to, not for color, but for a little bit of flavor. Now remember now, these are flavors. When I'm making my lemonade, I know I'm working with flavors because it's not artificial. I'm using like real fruit to make my beverage. And when I say real fruit, I mean like real fruit. Instagram. This is pink lemonade. In this household is peach lemonade. I want some of that jam. I know, right? Hey, Lorraine. So there's my batch there. And this is actually the second batch. You can see there's a block of ice in there. Most of you know when I make the lemonade, I drink one batch and I freeze the next. But I'm kind of getting away with I probably don't even need to freeze it because we've been drinking it some more. So I'm going to put a little bit of blueberry along with the nectarine in with the lemonade today. I bought the baking powder. And this is the most confusing thing I've ever had to buy in my life. Because a lot of times the recipes, they'll say baking powder, baking soda, and I'm hoping that the recipe said baking powder. Finally, I'm going to, this ain't that book club, but finally, I'm going to try an Aisha Curry recipe for chocolate chip cookies. And I saw the picture, they look like so chewy. She does a chocolate chip flaxseed cookie. And I'm like, well, her husband is a basketball player. He needs a little bit of healthy in there. So I think that's why the flaxseed was in there. I'm not doing no flaxseed. But I looked at the recipe and learning to cook and learning and shopping for this, you end up with what I call remnants of recipes. So I find now, as well as before, if I looked at a recipe, I had to go out and like buy everything that was in that recipe. But now I seem to have a lot of this stuff on hand. I'm looking for the cookies. I call myself saving the page, but I don't see it. Yep, I did. Here it is. There it is right there. Oh, Aisha Curry is wrong for those cookies. Look at those cookies. And hopefully, and I went without my ingredient list. There you go. Facebook, you guys are on the landscape, so it might look a little bit different with joystick over us here and on my joysticks. All right, so my dad's coming to get one of these joysticks, so I'm trying to enjoy it before I do it. But this says makes 12 large cookies or 24 small. It's going to require some butter. Oh, shoot. Y'all, don't tell me where'd all that butter go? Are you kidding me? I had sticks and sticks of butter in there. Hold on. It only needs a third of a cup of butter, but I had sticks and sticks of butter. Dang it. And that's one thing that makes me, that is like, it's so funny because I started buying all this stuff for recipes, and now it's a lot of it has become staple in how we cook. Hey there, guys. A lot of it has become staple in what everybody's now using in the household. Hey, Vanessa, I have to come over. If I come up to the screen, I'm waving at the person that came in. Okay, so 1/3 cup of butter. That's not a lot. At room temperature, plus 1/3 cup. Oh no, now we. So basically, I need 2/3 cup of butter because she's using half salted, half. Oh no, both unsalted just 1 melted butter. Butter at room temperature, 1 melted butter. A packed cup of dark brown sugar, a large egg, beaten teaspoon of the vanilla, it does say baking soda, not baking powder. God dang it. Kosher salt, black seed, couple chocolate chips, and flaky sea salt. I'm just wondering if I have, and I can cut back because I don't know that I need 12 cookies. We just basically want to play around. I think we can get away with it. And that's the thing. I don't like to do a recipe and have to make all kinds of substitutions. But I think I can get by. But my question would be the reaction that comes from the baking soda and the baking powder. Is there a real variance in that? But I can definitely cut back because the butter basically mash together the softened butter, add the brown sugar with a spatula, or get your kids to mix in the egg, vanilla, add flour, baking soda, salt, mix it until the dough forms like smooth cookie batter, gently mix in the chocolate chips, roll the dough, golf-sized ball. So the cookie's gonna cook from a ball, but what did she do with the other butter? Oh, she said mash together the softened and the melted butter. What the hell? Help me out, cooks. What difference does that make? And I'm pretty sure it's a difference. She probably said, hey, it works. It's in my book, do it. Okay, so the butter, brown sugar, because I don't need 12 cookies. And they're pretty big size cookies, so I can cut back on the butter. Because I'm like, I gotta look in the fridge. Maybe they put it somewhere else. So I've had this, we bought this Aisha Curry cookbook. I like the green because it matches the plates, my green plates. But that's not why I got the book. We got the book because it's part of This Ain't That Book Club, which we do normally on Wednesdays. When it came out, it was our selection. And so I keep it here in the kitchen. And I've been trying to figure out some things that I might like to cook. So we're going to definitely do cookies. And the thing about the cookie recipe, once you find a really good cookie recipe, like basic, simple, like sometimes I can just come in and I can just whip up some cookies, okay? Because you end up with, like, you get a recipe, you got to go and buy all of this, like, it only require, like, what, a teaspoon or a pinch of this, so it's going to sit in the cabinet forever, right? So, my grapefruit, I have grapefruit because I like to juice grapefruits, and that's going to go in the fridge. I still feel like there's some butter in this fridge somewhere. One thing I wanted to do with the fridge is I want to move the shelves around. Oh, red potatoes. I got red potatoes. I'm going to do French fries for our sliders tonight. But I'm going to do basic French fries for the basic people. But I'm also, for myself, I'm going to do a nice little herb meal dip to go on that. So that goes in the basket that we keep out. I'm also I got some little bit of okra. The okra was looking really good. And I know my kids, when they look at the stream, they want to know what I'm making. They're like, ooh, Mom's cooking something good. Let's go get it. They like fried okra. So the okra was looking really good at the vegetable stand today. So, Chef and Pearls. Okay, Chef and Pearls, I got a question. We need to know the difference between baking powder and baking soda. Is that two entirely different reactions? Can I use baking powder in place of baking soda, or do I need to go get some baking soda? Chef and Pearls is on my Instagram. I'm really confused because I don't even think I saw baking powder. And I stood in that section for a minute trying to figure this out. And I forgot to take my recipe with it. But can I use baking powder to make cookies, or do I need to go get the daggone baking? Wait a minute, baking soda? Does she mean like your baking soda? Is this baking soda? I'm supposed to use this that I put in the fridge to get fresh box too. I done lost the recipe again. Here it is. Okay, how much baking soda? A half a teaspoon of baking soda. That. Arm & Hammer. Okay. Does it matter that it's been in the fridge deodorizing? That seems kind of gross to me. Freaking baking soda. Wow. Hey guys, thanks for jumping on, Diva, Savvy. That seems kind of gross, but because I mean, this keeps the fridge deodorized. So this is baking soda. Let me catch Instagram. Hey, check the freezer. Check the freezer. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I did need to buy baking powder, but I do need to have, because that's what I'm saying. The recipes, sometimes they'll say baking powder, sometimes they'll say baking soda, but I was like, it can't be the deodorizer that I have in there, because that's absorbing. And I mean, I guess I would need a fresh one, because that seems like that's going to have all the flavor of everything that's been in that fridge. Okay, the mushrooms were on sale, so as part of the sliders tonight, I'm gonna have, when you make your slider, I'm gonna have a couple of different options. So I'm gonna do mushrooms with a little bit of grilled onions, so if you want that slider, but not even with grilled onions, because we put onions, and I might just put this in the burgers. It's onion mushroom burger, right? Yeah, I'm gonna chop this up with the onion. Chop a little bit of mushroom, not a lot, because I don't want to take it over, and I don't want to offend those who just want a plain simple burger. But this ain't the house for the plain simple burger. This is the house where the burger is off the chain. I'm also gonna have some avocados. I'm gonna do a little bit of avocado to go on your burger if you want that. And after eating these burgers, after eating Thursday night football, I will need to detox, and so I've got some grapes and grapefruit juice. So put that in the thing there. All right, I'm telling you, listen, you cannot, ladies, you cannot eat good for the football game and then still have flat belly weekend. It don't even work like that, because that burger is gonna be walking around all weekend with that burger, and the burgers I'm making tonight. Yeah, I'm already walking around with those empanadas we had yesterday. So yes, I will be detoxing. I'm just saying, you can't, Savvy. Don't even play. If you can, we don't even care. Okay, I'm just saying. We gotta have flat bellies, okay? So I got some lettuce too. That's gonna go on the slider. Your slider's gonna have your lettuce, and then I splurged a little bit on some really good cheese, some good cheddar to go on that. So it's gonna be mushrooms and onions in the burger, which I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up now. And then I'm gonna fry some okra. And let me tell y'all what's good. The fried mushrooms. And just think about it. Putting that mushroom and that okra in there. I'm telling you. Okay, here's a quick link. Oh, to tell the difference. No, you need to go over there and do us an Instagram video. Don't be sending me to nobody else. Stop that. Go get in your cover. She's one of my bloggers. You need to go over there and do a 15-second video and tell us what it is. Don't be sending me to nobody else. I come to you. All right, so that's all we got, guys. We didn't get a whole lot of stuff. So I'm gonna hang that there. I use that as a trash bag for it. All right, so the first thing first, some of this stuff just needs to go ahead and go in the fridge. Like the lettuce is like, isn't that gorgeous? This is vegetable stand lettuce, not grocery store. It hasn't been on tanker all over the place. So I'm gonna put that in there so I can keep that nice and chill. All right, anything else that needs to be on the chill? My avocados, and I got some tomato. Nice, beautiful slices of tomato will be available for the sliders. Avocado will be available for the sliders. Mushrooms, onions are going in, so I'm going to chop those up. I'm going to go ahead and mix up my ground beef. And then I'm going to, dinner is late tonight, so I won't have to do that. I'm going to need a bowl to figure out these cookie things. So we're going to do the bowl for the cookie. But I'm going to use this bowl to go ahead and get my marinade. Instagram, you guys, I was using this one, but shout out to the joystick. You guys are on the joystick, girl. I am about to get out here and I have an event to go to. You always got an event to go to. Today's live stream is powered by Joystick, all your streaming gear. If you are not live streaming with your joystick, please go to joystick.com, Joystk. Everybody else already knows. I was using the one you're on. You're on the joystick. Isn't that the perfect height? I don't have to look down. I don't have to look up. Perfect height. I can look dead on. Love you, Joy. I'm telling you. Well, that's what Joy was one of the partners for our live stream we did yesterday with Ryan Cameron. And so make sure you have your devices. These are your grips that comes with your options on your joystick. She also has the lights now, the selfie lights. So you can go out there and get your selfie light on. Look at that joystick branded. So make sure you get that. Okay, they're saying you want to get back to the food. Joystick. So anytime you see me, I will always have some joystick gear. As a supporter, as an affiliate, I will always have your joystick gear. And of course, our streams are now powered by joystick. Get your joystick. All right, I'll move these off the stove before I melt them. Okay, so I'm gonna put a couple of these over here. I'm gonna sit that right there in the basket. So when somebody says, Yolanda, what's that behind you there? My joystick gear. All right, so we're gonna go back and bring you guys back on over here. Put up some more things. My bread, that goes over here by the basket. Actually, the bread goes in the closet. I need to pull my butcher block out. Are we good on the counter? Can everybody see? Do I need to pull the butcher block out? It's getting kind of tight in here with all this stuff. I don't think so. Can everybody see the counter? I think everybody can see the counter. Got my bread. I'm just going to move that bread. I'm going to put this cheese back on the chill. And also, I think I'm going to do a little something with the cream cheese. So we got our cheese. And then I'm going to do egg. One of the sliders will have an egg on there. So what I have the ability, or I will have the ability to make 12 sliders. And I just want to get real creative with that. And I may turn it back on tonight before the game, but I have to do a play. I have to do a replay of yesterday's live stream. So please join me tonight for the replay. Sorry, sad I missed yesterday. We'll get the event on YouTube. Yeah, definitely watch it on YouTube. It was full of information, so full of information. Also, yesterday, Cooking with Raul, we learned about cooking with plastic. We learned about our islanders, tips that they use, and using the banana leaf as opposed to covering everything with the banana leaf. Something about, your knife hitting the food and the metal and the plastic and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do now is get ready to go ahead and get my lemonade on. My lemonade is alright. I'm gonna take 4-quart pan, and for lemonade, and I always like just kind of get me some good water going here. I gotta fill this up. That full. What I want to do is 2 lemons. If you want to make the DryerBuzz lemonade, and this is how you know again how your brand is, your message is reaching your intended target. Rita wore a dress with lemons to the event yesterday, and you also saw me live stream her lemon tree. And when a person starts to associate something that natural to your brand, you know that your messaging is on point. You are becoming the household name. That's another tip for those of you that are in my business group, the DryerBuzz Business Bowl. If you are trying to grow a brand, you need to join the DryerBuzz Business Bowl. It's a private Facebook group. It's a network. I do a podcast for you Monday through Thursday. You get your pregame huddle that we do tonight. You'll get your pregame huddle, and so many great things. Not to mention the resources I'm funneling through that group, the contacts that I'm funneling through that group. Don't be out here trying to build your business by yourself because you're going to miss the great flow of information. So, okay, Pearls, catch you later, Chef. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get my vegetables rinsed off, because if I was touching and you know, like that's what everybody else is touching it too. Right? What is it again? What is the business group? It's called the DryerBuzz Business Bowl. You can go to 27answers.com and it'll tell you about it. Remember the book 27answers.com is the book that I wrote. But along with the book, you get we built up a extra platform around that, and so people, I always do a fall business camp or some type of conference or something like that. And I said, well, this year, in honor of the Super Bowl coming to Atlanta, I want to work with business owners over the next 4 months to help them become household names. Like I took DryerBuzz from meaning that your, laundry, your appliance made to do your laundry, to now it means entertainment, right? Or the fact that I come on a live stream every week about how to make lemonade. I didn't do it just one time, I do it every time. And then we take it and do different versions, and now when people see me, they associate me with lemonade. They associate me with lemons. I wrote the ebook on Beyonce and how to make lemonade. It's called 27 Answers to Rock Like Beyonce and Serve Lemonade. And it's a free ebook with any purchase that you make right now today at 27answers.com. People always ask me, well, when do you go about the business of making money? You see this branded apron I have on? You see this product hanging back here? You see this book that I wrote? Okay? You see that YouTube that's live streaming over there? That's the business of making money. And then I get to hang out here in my kitchen and I just go chill on my couch. I get to go, I spent the past 4 years taking care of my mom, and I never lost my space in the marketplace. Okay? I wasn't forgotten because I was out of sight. In fact, I wasn't even out of sight or out of mind because I used the tools that are available to us. But I literally just took 4 years off, and I'm about to take another one because I'm like, why not make it 5? Okay? I took 4 years off in the caregiver space, which actually brought me back in the kitchen. And I'm like, well, Dad, my skills weren't all that important in the kitchen. Mom wanted some extra variety in her food, so I had to learn how to try some different things. And not only that, but to dial back what's normally the convenience, which oftentimes is what's hurting us, because, putting natural lemon in my system as opposed to some beverage package, right, that's supposed to last. I'm going to drink something that's supposed to last 100 years, darn near, when I could just go and grab some lemon. It takes no time. Yeah, I might hang out with y'all for an hour on the stream, but it takes about 5 minutes to steep some lemon on the stove and make a lemonade. I don't squeeze the lemon. Hashtag don't squeeze the lemon. Don't peel your fruit, because that in the peel of that's where you're gonna get your color and of course a lot of the nutrients and so forth. But some things you want to peel. Learn about it. Talk to your friends. All these friends we got, all these different islands, and the habits and things like that our parents here, those of us that are DOS, that's a new buzzword, DOS, that our parents tried to hold on to cultures, traditions, and things like that. That's why I'm going Saturday back to Marietta Theater in the Square to help celebrate National Hispanic Heritage Month, which runs September the 15th to October the 15th, so that I can learn some more of that culture and implement it and use it and so forth. So, like I said, whenever I'm on live streaming, I always make a batch of lemonade. So I have my saucepan, my boiler here, and I'm going to get all my paper and all my joystick stuff off the stove there. Hopefully that's safe hanging up there. I got my water over here, so now I'm just going to clean my vegetables, which I should have already had soaking in some, according to one of those cultures out there, I should have already had soaking in some baking soda. But I'm just going to take a brush to it and get it all rinsed off and red that to go. My lemons, cause like I said, if I was tweaking and pinching and rubbing and squeezing on it, then people that came before me were doing the same thing. So I'm gonna rinse my fingerprints off and theirs. Because I'm not going to peel my fruit. I'm not going to squeeze my lemon, and I'm not going to peel my fruit. And then I'm going to rinse off a few. I'm not going to use too much of the blueberries. I'm just going to do a little bit. When I think about that, now the blueberry, as you know, it's going to take over the color of the lemonade, but it's also going to take over the flavor. But what we're going to end up with is a beautiful purple with the lemon in there. Think about that. And so tonight we're going to spike the lemonade for the game. Right? Don't you want to take a picture of nice spiked fresh lemonade and steeping it it would be just like creating that sangria. If I was to think about if I had that lemonade, wait a minute. Can't wait to see the burgers. They sound so good. Oh my God, it's gonna. The pictures of the burgers will be online. I'm gonna sit there and let that drain. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my knife here and just get this going. And again, y'all, I am not a chef. I'm just a home cook. After blogging for 16 years at DryerBuzz.com, went into the caregiver space 2014, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Taking some time to myself to heal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a couple of these ends to do some things with that I've seen that some cultures are doing. Let me see what the dog wants. Let me get him a snack. He's like, you're so close to my doggy snacks. Can I get one? Go to your bowl. Go to your bowl and leave me alone. There. All right, so maybe he'll give me a few minutes to finish up my stream. It's time for him to go out for his walk, but that's not my duty. So he knows it's not my duty. He figured if I keep whining while she's live streaming, she'll probably give me a doggy snack. So see how quiet he is. But those of you who rub your meat with the lemon, thanks for telling us about it. But anyway, so I'm just gonna not roughly, but I try to get at least about a good 4 slices out of my lemons. And these are actually pretty good sizes, but I'm gonna keep like I said, I'm gonna keep a couple of edges out. So I'm just cutting my lemons. And I do this every week. I make lemonade every week. And it usually lasts me for the week. But I double up on it, so I get 2 batches out of it. But the thing about it is, it's so potent that you can literally drink it down, drink half of it, and dilute it, reconstitute it, and do that a couple of times until it weakens, till it's like you drinking water. But even lemon infused water, you know. So what I've done is, because I doubled the size of my water. Like say if I did distill in the two lemons, 2 quarts, then I could reconstitute it. But I'm using a larger boiler. So now with my nectarine, I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut around the pit here, and just get some really good slices off of that. I'm still gonna put this in there, but I'm just gonna go to the seed. So there's my seed. So I'm just gonna cut down right here till I can just get around. It smells so good. And then the lemon juice that's on my cutting board, all I'm gonna do with that is just go ahead and wipe down my cutting board. So all of that's fruit. All of this fruit, as you guys can see. Now imagine you give me your babies that little packet of berry stuff. Why not just take some fruit? It's the same thing, okay? And if you'd be surprised how many people can't relate to that, right? That little package flavoring that you use, and then you put in the sugar. Now we haven't gotten to use the natural sugar because I got to find a store where I can find it close to the vicinity without having to drive all the way to the other side of town, bankrupt in my community. But think about that. I just cut up 3 lemon and the nectarine. Okay, and that's gonna make pink lemonade. That's pink lemonade. And ask somebody, yell around the corner, somebody next to you, ask them what flavor is pink lemonade. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what pink lemonade is. Peach lemonade or nectarine. It's gonna make the pink comes from the peel. All right, so that's going in the water there. All of that. See that? I didn't squeeze my lemon. I didn't peel my nectarine. I'm using a nectarine because I wanted a little bit of tart because I'm going to use the blueberries. Right? Look, he ate the stuff up and ate back. So that's going to put that on the bowl. I'm going to go ahead and just drop in just a couple, not a lot of the blueberries. Blueberries will make it really syrupy. Will give it make a syrup. So I'm going to put a little bit of blueberry in there with that, just to get a little bit of color, right? And then I'm going to just let that come to a rolling boil, and I'm going to turn that off. And once I turn that off, I'm going to put a top on it. Once all my fruit starts dancing around, I'm going to sweeten it. I'm going to put a top on it and let it steep, right? Just like I was making tea, right? Look at that. See how pink that is? Look at that fruit that's in there. And then, like I said, because it's Football Thursday, I'm going to spike it. I'm going to spike some of it tonight. I'm going to make one, make it two. This is enough to make 2 pictures, okay? So I'm going to have a regular one, but then I'm also going to make one. I'm going to spike one, and then I'm going to put that in the freezer and let that get that nice slushy on there. So I'm going to be real chill for the football game. Okay, anyway, so like I said, the lemon juice that's on my cutting board, I'm just going to go ahead at the end of my thing here, and I'm just going to rub that lemon juice into my cutting board. Okay? But next week I'm going to be using banana leaves. Because I learned, once you know better, you do better. Sorry you guys haven't looked at the back of me over here at Instagram. But when you know better, you do better. A nice view up there on YouTube. You guys want to jump on YouTube, they got the wide shot. And I mean the wide shot. Oh my God, they got the wide shot. Facebook is on the landscape. Facebook is on the landscape. And I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep my napkin because it's got lemon on it. So I'm going to keep cleaning my hands with that. Natural disinfectant. Natural disinfectant. I'm not rubbing nothing, putting nothing in my bloodstream and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not even that health nut. I'm just trying to learn and know and do better. So with this bowl, what's going to go in that bowl? I'm going to go ahead and chop my onion. Because we're doing mushroom and onion. So I'm going to grab me. And my daughter's like, I want 2 onions. We are an onion loving family, y'all. And I think we're doing about 2 pounds of, look up my bag down here. I think we're going to do about 2 pounds of ground beef. Not even like, we didn't go like heavy on it. And I like to, what I normally will do is based on what we have. And I'm not the person that buys like the meat in the house. That's not my chore. So my daughter said, hey, somebody took out the ground beef. Let's do burgers tonight. I'm like, I can give it that. So I'm just going to go ahead and, this onion right here looks like, I may cooperate, I may not. So, and again, all my vegetables come from the vegetable stand, so it look like they just came out the dirt. Out the dirt, y'all. This dog, he wants a little too much attention right now. So he knows not to be over here bothering me. Can you please stop huffing and puffing on my video? Go back there and get your buddy, and y'all go and do what you gotta do. Don't knock me down. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my onion peeled here. Don't you hate when the onion don't want to let go? Let it go. Glasses on, I can see. Let me just go on. Just take the layer off there. You trying to hang on. Why are you trying to hang on? So I'm just going to prep my meat. Because again, I'm not cooking that till later. I'm gonna get that prepped, let that get good and marinated. So when we put the slide, we're probably gonna do the slide, probably gonna do the burgers. I'll turn around a little bit. I'm sorry, my back is to you guys. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm probably gonna do them in the oven simply because I want them to be nice and juicy, and since they're gonna have so much on the inside of them mixed in with the meat, I'm not gonna like put it. There we go. Come on off of there. Alright, so, and I still kind of want to give that a little rinse there. Alright, so I might have to do a third onion. I don't know if that's going to be enough onion for 2. Let's see what we end up with. I said I was going to turn around. Y'all looking at the back of me. The haircut. People always say, I love your haircut, love your color. The haircut is from Details Barber and Beauty. For those of you that are wanting to chop, I've been chopped now for 20-odd years. When I had 3 girls, and once I had a son, I was like, oh, I can rock with this. So I have been chopped. And every now and then, I'll try and let it grow. but it usually don't last too long. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. As soon as I have to like get in the mirror or stay in the mirror, I'm like, oh no, I can't, because I have to run out so much, you know, especially with blogging. Like, you know, I might have something today, I might have something come up tomorrow. I don't have time. It's like when you are working on your brand, building a brand, sometimes something has to be sacrificed, you know? And it's not even a sacrifice, it's just a convenience. Not even a convenience, it's about confidence. I am confident, more confident when I don't have to worry about my hair. And then two, just make it red. Get on with the brand. You look around, you can tell red is my favorite color. So, you know, and again, I'm not a chef, not a nutritionist. I'm not trying to play one on live stream. So don't be running to your doctor saying, you know, DryerBuzz said this now. I don't know. I'm learning just like everybody else. You know, so don't be trying to tell your family I said this. Try it. That's all you gotta do. Try it. I think this is gonna be enough onion because I'm about to cry out my left eye. So my right eye's like, I can't take it. My left eye's like, I don't care. So I'm just trying a little technique here on these onions. I just kind of cut it halfway and then go ahead and give it a nice chop over there. We used about 2 medium onions, ended up about 2 medium onions to 2 pounds, so maybe an onion per pound. For those of you that we want like the scientific recipe, an onion per pound. Hey there guys, I would weigh, but I don't want to get onion on my device there. An onion per pound, I'm doing about 2 pounds of ground beef. I think either ground beef or ground chuck. I hadn't even looked in there and see what it was. I just know there's something in there. And to this, I'm going to add a little bit of mushroom. So we're going to do a mushroom onion burger. And I'm just going to do the mushroom patties. And I'm going to just put those out on the tray. And we're going to have slide. Did I cut that the other way? I think I might have missed something on that. Let me just go across there. I don't know. I think I missed the cut while I was talking. So I'm going to do a mushroom burger. And it's so funny because Rose, he gave us such a lesson about that. I'm glad I asked because, you know, think about it, you gotta ask. And most people haven't asked. And one of the reasons they don't ask because they anticipate the no. But when I asked him, like, you know, I noticed he had banana leaf all around. As a chef, I'm like, the brother is a chef. You better ask him why he got that banana leaf everywhere. And he said, you know, that they have so many uses. I mean, if we're going to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, let's just learn something, right? So he was saying that, you know, that's just something that they would do. And again, I'm going back to my paper towel. It's got my lemon juice in it. And listen, I just cut up all those onions. Here's another tip from my chef, D. Jason Hodge. I got onion all over my hand, right? And it's burning my right eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take my knife away, the blade away from me, and I'm just going to run my hand across the blade under the water, and that is going to get the onion off my hand. Don't slice your fingers up, y'all. I'm just going to run my fingers down the knife, and that's going to, a tip from another chef, that's going to get the onions off my hand. All right? So, now here we go. So my onion, that's going to be cut mushroom. My onion's going to go in there, in the thing there. And I'm just setting this up for my photo. Now I'm going to put my hand back in the onion. So we'll come back and do that again. Oh my God, that's a good cut on there too. Good cut. So I'm gonna put my ingredients in this bowl in such a way that I can do my photo. So my onion's there. And then I'm going to grab a couple of these mushrooms. My lemonade is over there. I'm listening over here behind me. My peaches, my lemon and nectarine I'm using today. So I'm going to go ahead and do not a lot of mushrooms, but like I said, in my family, it doesn't matter because we love the veggies. Let's see. I'm going to fry up some of these mushrooms as well. I'm going to do some mushroom chips to snack on when I do the okra and the french fries. But I want to put a little bit of mushroom in the burger here. So I'm gonna get my knife again. And I'm just gonna give that just a little bit of a fine chop because I don't want it to be, because again, like I said, we're making, making a slider. I want my ingredients, while I want to look at that patty and see it's full of goodness, I don't want it to be too huge because we're not doing big, normally we do the big juicy burgers, but I'm not going to do that. But I still want a nice juicy moist burger. So I'm going to borrow from some of my tips that I've heard. I really love that YouTube view. And I got it on a small iPad. Instagram view on the larger iPad, which is, it's funny because when you look at both of them, you look at the small iPad, the iPad mini on the vertical, and then the iPad on the horizontal, they look the same. So, and that iPad, well, I guess it's on Instagram. Oh, because it's on Instagram. Because I was going to say that iPad, and I'm over here just cutting, not looking. What in the world? And I'm looking at myself in the reflection. So I'm like, it's not that I'm not looking, I'm looking at myself. But I'm like, wait a minute, you over there just dicing up stuff and not even got your eyes on it. So again, I just went kind of small on my mushroom. So that's gonna go in there. And then, so what I'm doing, guys, is I'm just prepping a lot of this because dinner's gonna be kind of late. I'm not gonna eat till later. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a rinse off. Cause I don't think I have to cut. Oh, I gotta cut the okra, so let me just rinse that. Normally I would have pulled out the butcher block and have that right here and work right here. I don't know why I didn't do that. I guess because I don't want to have to put all that stuff up. When y'all get off the stream, I gotta stay and clean up this kitchen. So my lemonade is getting ready. I can tell it's getting ready to boil. So, like I say, let me see if I can find the top. So once my fruit starts dancing around in my pot here, I'm going to show you guys that. So y'all can see, if you look in that pot there, see that? And normally, like I said, I'm usually using an app that'll let me give you guys that shot, but I'm not using an overhead. That's another thing. I have an overhead. Overhead is actually over here. Usually I have the overhead over the stove and I can use my device and shoot you over there. But I decided to just go multi-platform as opposed to multi-camera for the one stream. So we've got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I need to do some stories, which I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and get a picture of this bad boy. Alright, so to that, I'm going to add my seasoning and my ground beef. But I need to, while I'm thinking about cutting up, I'm going to go ahead and get another couple of items here. So when I do my photo, so this is my little workstation. I usually pull that out. That way, I searched high and low for this. You guys can't see it. There you go. Okay. So this is my little workstation. I searched high and low. I went from antique place all over the place. Found a guy who does different things with reclaimed wood. And with this, he took 2 shutters, put a shelf in between and a shelf on top. And then I keep, when I'm cooking with my chef man pan, I usually put it right here so everybody can see it. And then I just basically just got a little butcher block and put on top of that. But we're not using that today because I got the joystick in here. But I'm going to grab some bowls here that I have on there for all of my other ingredients. And so I don't have it out today because I got the extra joystick in the kitchen. And I don't want to be tripping over everything or squeeze or claustrophobic. So I've got my onions and my mushroom. That's going inside the beef. That's going to go, the ground beef is going to go in there with that. What I'm going to do is whip up some avocado. So let's get that. Then okra, I'm going to go ahead and dice that up. Let's see what we do. I'm just going to cut that up and give it a little rinse. I just feel like if I rinse it, it's I want to prep it so then that way it could dry. And I didn't get. I'm gonna put it out on a little tray there. I'll put it in the thing. Let me just rinse that. And I'm just gonna cut that up into little bite-sized pieces. I will bread it, and then when I'm making my fries, my mushroom, that's gonna be as part of the side. You can either choose a little of all or go one or whichever way you want to go. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Interesting. So I'm just gonna cut that in just however little bite-sized pieces. Look at that, isn't that crispy? I never thought about that. I've never done that. It smells so good in here, guys. It smells so good. So, and the kids will probably be, when I say kids, I mean my adult kids that will look at my stream and see what I'm making. And they'll probably go like, man, why did mom get some extra okra? And I don't even know how they end up liking all this stuff. Of course, a lot of people like anything fried. So that's probably why, because I only eat it with in the tomato stew. I like okra in the stew. Did I cut that? So as a side to that, we're going to have there's the okra. So the okra's all cut up. All right. So, and my mat is so slimy. It is slimy. Alrighty, so I have my okra. I probably should put it somewhere a little bit dry. But I'm just gonna hit that off with a little salt. I'm gonna bread it with just even like some little fish fry stuff, a little meal concoction that I have in there. And I think that's it. My fruit. Look at my fruit. Oh, it looks so good. I just showed y'all that pot, and I just turned right back around. And it is totally different. Those, OMG, y'all. When I put, let me show y'all. When I turn back around to look at that, it's totally different. Let me get a little bit of it. Let me show you guys. Look at that. Look at that. Can y'all see that? I just put a couple of blueberries in there. And so it is, hey, that Sean, that's going to be delicious. And the difference is, there's no artificial flavor in there. One, because I bought the fruit from a vegetable stand. So that's not dye and color and all that kind of stuff. That's fruit, okay? Sweeten it off. I wish I had some natural fruit, but think about it. Put in that fresh fruit on your stove, instead of giving your kids all these little convenient products, when you can go, and I'm not saying go crazy with it, I'm not saying do one over the other, but you know, why not? So now that it's bubbling, it's dancing, my fruit is just dancing. Oh, I'm so happy. Hold on. I need some video. Oh no, we gotta go straight to Instagram with this. Video. Got a minute? You got time for a quick buzz? Hey guys, this is Yolanda at DryerBuzz. We're live right now, but I just wanted to show y'all. We decided to put a couple of blueberries in the lemonade this week. I'm just gonna go in and just kind of show y'all this coloring that we have got. Look at that color. OMG. Is that the best ever? I'm telling you. I hope you guys are making your lemon again. That's I got a little lemon in there, a little nectarine dancing around, and then wait a minute. Is that still moving? Hold on, let me redo that. Take two, y'all. Wait a minute, let me do it this way. Okay, I had my camera turned. Okay, ready? Hey, it's Yolanda at DryerBuzz, and of course, DryerBuzz Eats. And of course, I'm live right now, but I had to stop for a minute and let y'all know. Listen, we did a little something different with the lemonade. See that fruit dancing around in there? I'm gonna turn that off and let it steep, but I just wanted to show the color because we're gonna spike it up tonight for the football game, right? Spike it up, but look at this color. Look at that color. OMG, okay? Real fruit lemonade. Don't squeeze your lemon, don't peel your fruit. Just bring it to a boil, then turn it off. turn that off, and then put your lid on it and just let it steep. Just let it steep, y'all. And that's gonna make me 2 pitchers of fresh lemonade. And that's gonna be a blueberry nectarine lemonade. All for the game. Gotta get in the game, guys. All right, listen, like I said, we're live right now. Go up there on the Instagram and check it out. Spread the buzz. All right, so I'm gonna turn it off. And I'm going to put a top on that. I know you guys just watch me make that video. So I'm going to put a top on that. Let's go ahead and get this over here. Let me say here. All whitey. Oh, that needs to go to another page, not that page. Share it. No, let's go to another page. Share that. All right. All right, so got that little video out the way. So we got that done. We got this done. We got the okra cut. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to cut. A couple of slices of tomato. I can go ahead and do my slices of tomato. So we'll get that. Where'd my mat go? I was trying to get that okra off there. So I'm just basically getting all my ingredients together. Getting all my ingredients together for the game day. It's a game day for all my, and I just sliced that tomato with the okra on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some slices. One thing I used to love about going to my grandmother's house, she would always have onion slices and tomato slices in her fridge. No matter what. I mean, it was always there. And she just take that tomato, just leave that, and one thing, leave it intact, just like that, and just put that on a plate. And whenever we sit down to eat, because anytime you went to her house, whether you just come from a full-on restaurant, it wasn't her food, it ain't my food, you be hungry anyway. When you walk in your grandma's house and smell that food, you eat again anyway. So, and then that's what she would do. She sit you down. There was always some food on the stove, and she sits you down, and she would always bring a plate of tomato to the table. Always a plate of tomato with a couple of tomato and onion slices to the table. So we've got an onion. I need to do next. I can go ahead and let me do this. Let me get another picture here of that. Just a picture of some of the stuff I'm working with. How about that? Oh, that's like hot. Let's just do a couple single pictures. So when I do the sliders, I have my ingredient list. Right there, girl. All right, so I can go ahead and put my tomatoes in the fridge and let them chill. That's another thing. Oh, I got the lettuce too. So I've got in the fridge, I got my lettuce in there, my tomatoes, my cheese is chilling. I need to take my ground beef, go ahead and get that mixed up. Go ahead and put my ground beef in the pan and get that seasoned up. And then tonight, when we get ready to put those on, I'll pop them in the oven or put it on the grill, whatever they want to do. Want to put it on the George Foreman? I don't even think we broke out the George Foreman. Where's the George Foreman? George! Where you at, George? I think it's in the pantry. We'll put it on the George Foreman. There we go. Then I'll turn the oven. Just do the George Foreman tonight. Because I know y'all probably don't want to see. I'll do that tonight when we get ready to have dinner. I'll break out the George Foreman. All right, let me get Instagram back on here. And again, guys, if you notice my live streams, they are pretty long. But if you want to make what I'm going to make, I will make short videos and make shorter videos. Who's that? I know, right? I make shorter videos of everything to go on the YouTube. So in this, I have my ground beef, my onions and mushrooms. I'm just going to go ahead and dump in my seasoning and just mix that up with a little bit of egg. And where's my mesquite? A I'm waiting on some more, and with this, because it's large chunks of herbs and stuff, I can shake heavy. Trying to get it out. It smells so good. Oh my God, it smells so good. Alright, so that's my slider. I need an egg. Or two. I might need 2 eggs on that bad boy. Of course, I want it juicy, juice. I'm gonna put this a little bit of my milk in there. Is this my oh, this ain't my buttermilk. I thought that was buttermilk. Not making. My daughter was like, Mom, we're not making meatloaf. We're not making meatloaf. She's like, look, you can go big on your other stuff. You can go big on the bun and the vegetables and all that, but please, we don't want meatloaf burgers. We don't want meatloaf. Mommy, we don't want meatloaf burgers, so I'm not doing meatloaf burgers. And you guys, I'm sorry about hanging out in the back of me here. What was that? I know, right, Taylor Dean, it's gonna be so good. So roll is back. I saw roll on that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this mixed up. I'll put it in the fridge, let it chill. My lemonade is steeping over here. I'm gonna pour that off. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up this glass so we can get rid of this. Now look, this is the end of, see, this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. This is the end of the batch of lemonade. That's what some, like I said, ask the person next to you, what flavor is pink lemonade? And see what they say. And this is the frozen batch that I did. The first batch we drank. And the next, what I did, what was left over, because half of that will make my first pitcher, the other half makes my second pitcher. Now this, look, I still got a little bit of ice in there. So I'm going to pour this off, and I'm going to make my fresh batch. What you going to do with all those lemons? It's going down the garbage disposal. It's going to deodorize my whole kitchen. Just a second here. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in my fresh batch after I finish drinking all that. And really, only because I am making a fresh batch. Otherwise, if I wasn't making a fresh batch, I could have reconstituted that another again, one more time. So I want to go ahead and just put that down and drain there. And what I would normally do is like the peaches in there. This one was peach. Because even my lemons are still in my lemons are still in contact. But notice I don't squeeze my lemon. And you see how thick that lemonade is, and I have not had to squeeze that lemon. So these lemons could have gone another batch. I wouldn't boil them again. What I would do is at room temperature. I would leave it at room temperature. For anything else is because I did sweeten that. If I just was using infused water, if I was just drinking some infused water, I would just reconstitute. Okay. Hey guys, I would just simply reconstitute it again. So now what I want to do, I want to pour this out because I really want it in the shot as we continue. I really want you guys to see this. So I'm pouring it over the sink, and I'm only going to use about half of that. I've let this steep. I put the top on it, and I've let that steep, so but I want to get it poured off. I'm gonna let the other half of it steep, but I want to get some in the rest of this shot, so you guys can see what it looks like. And I'm pouring it over the sink because it's hot. I think that's about enough of that. Yeah, because I got to sweeten it once I put that sugar in it. So I'm gonna let that part finish steeping but I want this in the shot so y'all can see my blueberry lemonade. Look at that. And see that? Okay, real fruit beverage. Real fruit, real fruit. So I'm going to put that over here. Let that hang out in the shot. It's still going to steep. It's still steeping because it's hot. But that is so good, okay? 2 lemons, 2 quarts. 2 lemons, 2 quarts. And when I say 2 lemons, 2 quarts, I'm talking about your large saucepan. 2 lemons. If you wanted to just make one pitcher, like, you know, like, I don't want to say the brand, but, you know, the little package, beverage package. This right here, 2 lemons and water, okay? Or 1 lemon and 1 other fruit, or some blueberries and so forth. Put it on the stove, steep it, put the top on it, sweeten it, okay? And that's what you have. A whole pitcher of real fruit, right? Now that's 100% fruit, right? 100%. I know what's in there. Look at those blueberries. Blueberries floating around in there, lemon floating around in there, nectarine in there. And I got 2 batches of it. I got a whole another batch over here that I can either go ahead and freeze. I'm not gonna freeze it because I know we're gonna spike one. We're gonna spike this one for the game tonight, and drink that up and get real chill. Then I'm gonna have my second batch to go for tomorrow. So here again, I have just basically my onions, my mushroom, and I didn't do bell pepper because my daughter was like, we don't want meatloaf burgers. So just I'm gonna go ahead and get this mixed in. I'm going in with my hands, y'all. Get this egg and onion seasoning, a little bit of milk just to kind of get it all mixed in. And I'm gonna just let this marinate with these seasoning. And then tonight we'll just put that on for the game. So we have some nice hot juicy burgers. Just put that on the George Foreman. So I'm going in here, and it is, can't see. So get that mixed up. So basically it's an onion mushroom slider. Onion mushroom slider. Just an idea in my head. And then too, if they come home and they're like, I don't want no slider. Okay, take 2 of them and stack them all together and make yourself a burger. Get to the solution, as my daughter would say. Get to the solution. All right, so. And then that's what I said. Somebody wants a slider, but I might try to do one of those Facebook things where they just took it all and made it all one big burger. And then everybody just grab some pieces of it. Y'all seen those videos? My hand is starting to freeze here, y'all. It's cold. All right, so basically, that's kind of what we get. We got our onions and our mushrooms all incorporated in there. Nice little parts of mushrooms. Nice little onion all through. We are an onion-loving family. Y'all know onions, if you look in your book, onions are really good for you. So get your onions in there. So I think that's pretty well mixed there. Yes, this could be a meatloaf. Y'all, for the first time in my life, I had a meatloaf disaster last week? I think when we cooked last week, did I do that meatloaf thing? Last week, I don't know if somebody said it wasn't retrograde, but the energy was off last week. Last week, I had so many disasters as far as food. Car disasters, the cookie disasters. I had never in my life had a meatloaf go wrong. I had a meatloaf to go wrong last week, y'all. A meatloaf. My meatloaf was too loose. I'm like, where they do that? My sink's right here, y'all. I'm washing my hands. I'm like, how do you go wrong with a meatloaf? I put too much, I'm running my mouth talking to y'all, and I put too much stuff in it. So, but it still was delicious. It was just loose. All right, so look at that. Look at our smoke coming off our juice over here. All right, I think we're about done now, y'all. So this again is gonna go in the fridge to chill. And then we're gonna go ahead and start playing around with these cookies and try to get that done. So for the sliders, let me get a picture of that. So for the sliders, should have kept a little bit of onion and tomato to go in this avocado. There you go. So see that? There's my ground beef ready for my my burgers. That's going in there. So for my burger bar, I have got, what do we do? Oh, potatoes. I gotta do my potatoes. So for my burger bar, I have, and I'm only gonna do one avocado because I'm gonna do two. So I know everybody's gonna probably, once they see my burger, they're gonna want. I'm gonna go with my lemon towel. I'm gonna go again here. My, I just want to, that should be enough. Where's my knife? Okay. So, trying to prep all my vegetables. Look at the last thing I'm going to need to do is my potatoes. And get those marinating. Okay. Alright, again, my avocado. So. Yes, baby, baby. Yes, baby. I can't never get this knife off of here. Baby, baby. It's going to be delicious. Going to be delicious. Now for this, I don't want guacamole. I just want some avocado as an option. As an optionist for my slider for the burger on the burger bar. We're doing the burger bar. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep forgetting y'all behind me. I know that usually you guys are over there, but we were demonstrating the joystick earlier, and I forget y'all are here behind me. So I'm just gonna put these in there. I'm gonna add just a little bit of seasoning to it. And then that way, anybody wants, they could just put a little dollop of avocado on their, little dollop of avocado, either on the side or on their burger. I'm diet. You guys eat a lot of it, but avocado, that cholesterol, I'm telling y'all. And for those of you that think you might not like the taste of it, let me tell you, I have eaten avocado chocolate pudding. Take your avocado, mix it with either your banana as a substance just to get that texture. I didn't too much care for the banana because banana has that aftertaste. To me, it does. But you take your avocado with a little bit of banana, date, and almond milk, and you put some cocoa powder in there. That's chocolate pudding. Now your brain is like, that's not chocolate pudding. No, that's chocolate pudding. Okay, that's chocolate pudding. And remember I said one of the things that I learned in hindsight from trying to dial back all these little convenience things that we do is you have to use all of your senses. And because it's a little confusing because the food prep has you thinking something is always this color, that texture, smells like this, looks like that. Like I just made blueberry but it's purple, right? So, we get a little confused, and it keeps us rebuking what's real. So the thing about the avocado, the chocolate pudding made from the avocado, is one, you don't really taste avocado. Think about it, the only taste you have is basically on how you season it. So, and like I'm gonna just put a little bit of my Dr. I think I got some more Dr. flavors in there. Put a little bit of that in there. I'm gonna let this sit and just kind of get mushy. But to take this go look at my YouTube. I made it on the YouTube. I took avocado, and I didn't use the dates. I just did avocado and banana because I kept the dates a little too long. Avocado, some banana, some almond milk, and a little bit of your Ghirardelli chocolate cocoa powder. And let it eat it nice and chilled and cold. I'm telling you. And then guess what? At the end of it, your cholesterol is doing this. I'm just saying, right? Most of the medications you're taking, or we're taking, I'm not on any right now, I should be, but most of the medications is basically to counteract what we eat and what's in the food. Really, probably 90% of it, if not 99. You know, and think about it. The pill you got to pop tonight has what to do? Has to do with what? Something you ate today, or been in your diet, or that's a staple in your culture. You know, or some things like, or something that's substituted in your community, or you're exposed to in your community. You know, environmental issues. All of those things come from what we put in our bodies, on our hair. Okay, that's how they attack black women, but through the hair. Going to your body, you smell it, you walk through it, you sit around in it, you know, you eat it, and then what you do, you end up with all kind of medication to counteract that. So that the doctor said, can you just like stop doing what you do? Imagine if you went to the doctor and the doctor just said, okay, don't do that anymore. Okay? Don't walk that way, don't talk that way, don't eat that. Just don't, right? Like, say for instance, if I don't drink this lemonade, if I don't keep this lemonade there, and I do sodas, then next thing you know, I'm sneezing, I got cold, I'm full of, what's that stuff? I'm gonna grab some seasoning right here. Let's see. I'm gonna put a little chipotle, some chipotle roasted garlic in there with the last little bit of my Creole Delight from my Dr. Flavor Spices. I got avocado all over me. I think this is just about the last thing I have to do. And I love when I'm using like good herbs because then I can go heavy on it. This is gonna be a little bit, go to a little brown. Oh, my lemon. I said I kept my lemon. What did I do with my little piece? Did I still put that piece of lemon in there? I just be doggone. I put all my lemon in the thing. I said I was gonna keep me a piece of lemon for my Tums. I sure did. I put all my lemon in the lemonade. Remember I cut 2 little pieces to go over there? That's gonna burn my hand. I wanted some lemon, hot. Look at that. See how that juice came right up out of there? Out of that hot lemon? I didn't have to rush it or nothing. It just came right on out of there. So now I gotta get this stirred up and put that in the freezer, let that chill. Hopefully this lasts to the game because it looks good, smells good, and I know it's gonna taste good. Hopefully this lasts to the game. And normally I would put a little bit of onion and tomato in this, but since we are having onion inside the burger, tomato on the burger, I'm not going to put all that in the avocado. Avocado tonight is just one of the toppings. Alright, and that's going to again also go in the fridge and just get a nice chill on there. On the burger bar, Brother Gang, it is Thursday, right? It is Thursday. Tell me it's Thursday. Alright. Put a little bit more lemon on top of that. I can get a couple more drops out of there. Like milk, you can't. Goodness. All right, that's going in the fridge to chill. So I have, and I'll pull all that out when I get ready to take my pictures and make my video tonight. You'll see me when I pull it all out tonight. Okay, so now, last thing, god dang. This bar is like, this is a lot of food. This is a lot of prep, y'all. This last part is gonna go pretty quick. Because I definitely want some fries with that. You want fries? You want fries with that? You want fries with that? I need another bowl. Okay, we'll go with this bowl. So now I'm just gonna grab me a couple of my potatoes. And I'm not gonna even do a lot of these because, in fact, I probably shouldn't because now that I think about it, I forgot. I'm not gonna do the potatoes. I do the potatoes tonight because they would have turned brown by tonight. I'm not gonna do those. But what I will tell you is what I am gonna do with them is I want to shoot these through my mandolin. So we'll do that tonight, and I want to shoot these through the mandolin right before they go in the hot grease. I don't want to do it now because then they will turn brown. I could, put some lemon on and all that kind of stuff, but no. So I'm not going to do the potatoes. Let's go ahead and get the cookies because that's what we want to do right now. All right, so I got me just some large red potatoes. And I'm gonna just run a couple of those through the mandolin, and I'm gonna fry up. So our fried item tonight will be the potatoes, mushrooms, and okra. I know she pointed at them okra. So see my okra, fresh okra. I cut that up to those bite-sized okra. So I'm gonna put that in the fridge and let that chill. So basically, what I'm gonna have here, let me do a little something. What did I just have on here? Do a little something. So I have got on my burger bar tonight. It's going to be. Where's my towel? Oh, a little napkin thing here. You guys are good? I don't see the timer up there, so y'all are good. Clean my bowl up a little bit here. Is that a phone? What else I had to go on there, y'all? Got my ground beef, my avocado. I'm missing something. Why does that keep getting dark? I'm all in the thing over there. Just getting a couple pictures here. All right, there we go. Now, then think about it. How did I dial it back? I didn't hate pertuta. I'm not using frozen okra. Why? Why would you need? What is the convenience? Help me out. What's the convenience of getting a pack of frozen okra to just taking the fresh okra? The convenience is you think you only go shopping once a month, and then you put it in the freezer. Right? Look at the ingredient list. What else? It don't just say okra. It's got an ingredient list, but it's like it's okra. Why is there an ingredient list? But that's the difference. The difference is you think you don't have time to go shopping. You think you don't have time to go shopping. You probably don't. You might not have time. I don't know. But let somebody in the household do a little something for you. All right, so all my slider stuff, my cheese, I'm going to have some cheese in, my meat's chilling, everything's chilling. I think we're done. We're not going to do the potatoes because I don't want to have brown potatoes tonight. So I'm not going to do the potatoes. We're not cooking. What time of day is it? I can't even see. 5 o'clock. Okay. Everybody's getting home. Y'all be careful on the road. For those of you that are going to watch and listen, please put that, go hands-free. Please get hands-free. We got the new hands-free law here in Atlanta, in Georgia. And I tell you, accidents are almost no. Okay? You can literally now drive from one side of the city to the other and not see an accident, whereas before, we were at a 300% accident rate. Meaning if you got on the highway, there was a I done flipped y'all around. 300% chance that you were going to be in an accident. Most of you out there now waiting on the settlement. I'm waiting on my settlement. I'd rather not be waiting on settlement because let me tell you something, that back pain and that let me tell you something, back pain will make you suicidal. So keep on waiting on your settlement. Somebody done ran in the back of you. You done heard all them old creepy lawyer commercials on. And I love you can listen to the radio again. You gotta hear all them old creepy lawyer commercials. Hate them jokers, man. And I love attorneys. Let me tell you, I love attorneys. Don't ever go to traffic court without an attorney, okay? In fact, ask me for one. Don't ever be dealing with your baby mama, your baby daddy, your ex-wife and all that kind of stuff, and your husbands and all that stuff without an attorney. That's legit. Get somebody to mediate for you. But this other stuff, when all these cricket people come flying to Atlanta with all these commercials about, it just got on my last nerve. It just got on my last nerve. But I'm out there on that road. And when I tell y'all, the accidents are damn near zero. All because of the hands-free law. All right, I'm gonna put my mushrooms back in the fridge. Let those, I'm gonna fry those up too, as my little mushroom chips. So we're gonna have some fried. Obviously, you can either choose mushrooms or have all of them: mushrooms, potatoes, or okra. Those things we're gonna fry. So we're gonna put the burgers on, and then we're gonna use the Fry Daddy. So look, I'm not even using the stove. We'll use the Fry Daddy for our fry stuff. Y'all can't see it, it's over here. The Fry Daddy and the George Foreman. All right, Aisha Curry, girl. Y'all gotta figure out this thing here. Am I good here? Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna make with my deal. I'm going to make a nice sauce for my fries. I'm gonna do deal fries. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to duplicate those fries that kind of like what they have that I don't even want to say the restaurant, but some of y'all know what I mean. There's a French fry. They only give you 4 of them. They only give you 4 of this fry, and it's really good. And the thing about it is, the way they cut it and the way they serve it, you only can eat 4 of them. You only should be able to eat 4 of them, but it tastes so good you want more. All right, so part of one of my book club weeks, we chose Aisha Curry's cookbook. One of the things that kind of inspired me to come in the kitchen and hang out with you guys, and because we had such a busy week. What is this you got here? Tuna. Because we had such a busy week, we did not get a chance to do, I didn't get a chance to cook this week. Well, we did cook this week. We cooked live. For those of you that are just coming on, we cooked live this week at Marietta Theater Square. Our cooking was taken live from my kitchen to the stage. Not only that, I got to cook with the one and only Ryan Cameron. So again, shout out to Ryan Cameron for coming out while we were we were learning some how to make empanadas and all these other Hispanic heritage dishes. We got a chance to talk branding and confidence and partnerships and value. And thank you guys so much for watching the replay. Some of you have watched the replay twice. Thank you for sending your friends over to our YouTube channel to watch it. For those of you watching on our DryerBuzz page on Facebook, there's a couple snippets of stuff on Instagram. And if you want to miss it, just go to DryerBuzz.com. And I love that you guys are watching and tweeting about it. So let Ryan, in fact, let Ryan know. Tweet at Ryan Cameron and let him know that you watched it and that you enjoyed it. And he shared a lot of great information. And the one tagline that I think everybody walked away with is that respect is not retroactive. Get your respect at hello, okay? In fact, get your respect before they say hello. And that way they know they got to respect you before they even come to you. And the only way to do that, guys, is through being consistent with what you're doing. You got to have respect for yourself. You know, even if you respect yourself, you still gonna run into some people who are gonna try to undermine you or undermine what you're doing. You know, people all the time will try to stop you from doing your thing because it could benefit them if they could persuade you, if they could sway you over to doing their thing. That happens. That's real. But at the same time, you gotta get it at the beginning. Ain't no, oh, let me just do this and then they're gonna respect me later. It's not retroactive. Respect is not retroactive. Learn that. All right. So what I have here is I have some. I pull out some ingredients. We're gonna make a cookie. Now, like I said, my videos are long. I turn it on, hanging out in my kitchen, prepping my meals for my family. And look, I'm not even prepping a meal for the family. They just will eat what I cook. And sometimes they'll look at the stream and they're like, I ain't going to eat that. I'm going to get a burger. I'm going to get this, that, the other. Okay. So I don't try to make like a whole lot, but I know they're going to love those burgers, so I went ahead and made that. That's dinner. This recipe that Aisha Curry has, now that we know we do have the baking soda, it makes 12 cookies. And 12 cookies in my household is a lot of cookies, so I still kind of want to cut it back some. Plus, while I thought I had a whole bunch of butter, and y'all didn't even remind me to take the butter out. It's actually kind of soft, though. I still don't understand. I still cannot, in my mind, reconcile where all that butter went. I know we just had butter. I know I did. I can't even comprehend. I got this dough. Let me see. I know that butter is in this fridge. I know it is. Let me see. I'm looking around. There's my cheese for my... I don't even understand. All right, so I need to figure out how to get this baking soda out of here. I need some baking soda. Just trying to grab out some of the ingredients. I'm finally going to use this all-purpose flour. We're gonna basic. I don't want 12 cookies. I know that much. My brown sugar, my all-purpose flour, and I know it's got to be some sugar up in there. And it's basically a chewing. I'm thinking the brown sugar is the thing that's gonna make it chewy. Okay, so butter, sugar, egg, lightly beaten, vanilla, flour, baking soda, salt. Okay. So what I'm using this recipe for? What did I just say? I just read all this stuff. I didn't remember none of it. Oh, an egg. What I like to do, for those of us like learning to cook with these recipes, what I like to do is I like to, there's my egg. I really like to learn vanilla. That was the other thing. Got some vanilla. Okay. Now I have to figure out how to cut this back, so I'm probably not going to need a whole egg. It's a cup and a half of flour. What I love about my bowls is they are measured, although I can't quite remember that. So we're going to do a cup and a half of flour. I want a cup and a half of flour, so I'm going to cut that back. So half of that would be 4 and then half a cup, so 3/4 cup of flour I'm going to use. 3/4 cups. 1/3. Alright, so I'm going to do 3 of those. 3/4 cups of flour. Half a cup. It says a cup and a half. So half of a half would be 1/4. And then a half of a cup would be 1/2. So I would need 3/4 cup of flour. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and then that half. Alright, and see it says only a half a teaspoon of the baking soda and the salt, half a teaspoon of the salt. 2 heaping, I'm not doing the flaxseed, and the chocolate chips, a couple of chocolate chips, and salt. So what I love about the recipes is you get basically it's a basic cookie dough. It's a basic cookie dough, but for those of us that don't bake, we don't know what the hell a basic cookie dough is. So, and you gotta learn how to break this down. Like she said, a cup and a half of flour, that would be one of these. That would be these two right here. Like that's that one. Okay? So I don't want that much flour. So I'm gonna do half of these. So half a cup plus 1/4 of a cup would be 3/4 of a cup. Yeah, I kind of listened a little bit when I was in math class. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 of these to get my flour, and that's pretty much it. And then she goes on Aisha Curry. In a large bowl, mash together your softened butter. Add the brown sugar, and mix well by hand or using a spatula. I have a spatula. My daughter bought me this. I didn't have one of these. Alright, I'm trying to learn. I think this is, oh, that look like this looks like it came out of a swag bag. I moved my utensil thing. Let me see. Okay. Alright, so, okay, in a large bowl, mash together the softened and melted butter. Add the brown sugar and mix well. So basically the butter and the sugar. So, and it said for the brown sugar was supposed to be, I didn't preheat my oven. Make sure there's nothing in the oven before I preheat it. Get that preheating. Alright. And I only have, since I'm cutting back, I only have 1/3 of a cup. But I'm like, why am I melting stuff? So I'm going to take about a teaspoon of that. We're using half of the butter. Because she's got 2/3 of butter. So technically, I only need 1/3 of butter. And that's literally half of that. So that's 1/3 of butter. And now I'm going to have half of it melted. Let me go ahead and do that. Put the egg in there. And then the butter. I gotta put a little bit of butter. I'm trying to get a picture of what I'm doing, guys. So I'm gonna take off a little bit of this and put that in there for the melting. So this is still getting, it's already kind of softened, there. So I'm gonna put this in and let that melt. What did I do with that other thing? I'll just drop that in there. Let me get that melted. I guess this is gonna help that sugar along. All right. Mix in the egg and the vanilla, then add the flour, baking soda, salt. Okay, so the butter and the sugar, then the egg. Let me get my egg mixed up so I can just go with that. Let me get my picture here. Dang, butter. Okay. Butter's over there just dancing all around. Y'all having fun hanging out with me? Probably saying, ooh, wait a minute, oh shoot, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to a meeting. Y'all, we may have to do this later. I gotta go to a meeting. I forgot. Yep, I can't start this now. I think my meeting is at, I forgot. Oh, I forgot, just that quick. I was like, what is this reminder on my phone? Hold on. That's why I don't like meetings. What time is it? Yep, I gotta go to a meeting. 6 o'clock. I gotta go downtown. I don't like meetings. I hate meetings, y'all. All right, so we're gonna have to knock out our cookie dough tonight. Sorry, guys. We're gonna have to knock out our cookie dough tonight. I've given another yes, so I have to get this done. All right, so tonight, so at least we know we got everything. I may even stop and pick up some fresh baking soda because I'm like that baking soda been in the thing. So we'll do our cookies. We'll do our cookies tonight. And I know y'all need to drive safe and get home anyway. We've been on long enough. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge and we'll finish it up tonight. I promise we'll finish it up tonight. I promised I would give my input to an event that's coming up. And so therefore, did I get gas? I did get gas. Daggone it. I'm like, y'all, why are we not, my lemonade, I'm gonna put it over here. I need to sweeten this lemonade. I need to put some more fruit in this. Why are we not at a point of, what am I doing with this? I'm gonna put this back too. I just had a reminder on my phone. I'm so glad at least I put them on my calendar. I guess I care enough to have put them on my calendar. And it just sent me the reminder. So, but at least I got everything marinating. And I'll just finish this up. We'll finish this up tonight. All right, I promise. Gotta get it done. But I gave another yes. This is one of the last yeses that I'm going to do because I feel like I jumped out there too soon. I'm like, oh, I can go help some people now. I feel a little bit better. I think I can be a little bit productive. And so now, this is the last of the 3 yeses that I gave. And I don't want to disappoint because I've got a good partnership. This is what partnership is. Right? This is what partnership is. My event is done. I'm going to now give my input on another event. And I promise you, when I get back tonight, we'll put those burgers on. Or somebody will. I'm only giving them about an hour. Ugh. I'm not going to be all night. And hopefully not all night. All right, let's get this sweetened and I can take some lemonade on the road with me. Oh, I already got a glass of lemonade. I need to find some natural sugar, guys. Can somebody help me with that? I need to talk to my vegetable stand about some palm sugar and banana leaves. They said banana leaves, that's your natural oil. That's why certain cultures don't have aluminum in their system. All right, now I'm not gonna go right to the fridge with that. I'm gonna let this sit out really until it gets into room temperature. So that'll hang out there. Again, I want to shout out before I go the joystick live streaming gear. You guys are all on my joystick. My YouTubers, y'all are on my joystick in one of these grips. Instagram, you're on joystick in one of these grips. The lights, the selfie lights, all of that, just please go to joystick.com. And this is from one of your Facebook friends, Joy Pearson, guys, woman-owned joystick, building a legacy for her family as a photographer. She noticed how things were changing from the photography industry to live streaming, or incorporating, not changing, but incorporating that this is the next, well, not next, because we've been live streaming for 20 years, but to get out here in this marketplace, you know, as an inventor. Here's your joystick bag. When you order all your gear, get your bag so that you can carry it around with, because I can't tell you the strange looks I get when I'm just carrying my joystick. But put it in your bag just so you can protect all your gear. All right, so go to joystick.com. In fact, Joy's going to jump on here and she will give you guys a discount code when you go to joystick.com. On Facebook, joystick, that's J-O-I, and then S-T-I-K, J-O-I-S-T-I-K. If you see me in these streets, not tonight, because I'm going to run out this door and what have you. I'll take a couple of these with me. But if you see me in the streets, ask me about the gear, okay? I will have the gear with me. My apron tonight, today we're powered by Mariota's New Theater in the Square. We were just live streamed from the kitchen to the stage. They invited us over. We also had the opportunity, thanks again to Ryan Cameron. Great advice that you gave to all of my entrepreneurs. My Get in the Game group. Let me tell you, you want to get in the game, please go to 27essence.com and join the DryerBuzz Business Bowl. That's where I'm working with brands. I'm only working with those who are members. If you don't have a book, if you don't have, you're not a member, I don't know why, you're talking to me, okay? If you need to have at least a book, because when you get the book and you get the downloads and then you join the group, you will get to the speed you need to be. Because when you bring me into the game with you, it's about scoring. It's about scoring and it's about winning. Okay, that's what I'm in. I'm in it to win it, and I want to work with those who are also in it to win it, so you guys can reap the rewards that you need. Because I know it takes a lot. 16 years I've been doing this, and you have to do it repetitively, consistently, so that you can get respect. Because Ryan Cameron said, respect is not retroactive. They don't respect you at the beginning. They're not even going to respect you in the end. So don't even waste your energy trying to get them to that point. Go in with respecting yourself and knowing your value, and they're going to step to you with it. All right? I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. When I get back from this meeting, we're going to get ready for the game tonight. We're going to go and we're going to finish up our burgers with the chili. And I probably should have already made those patties, but no, I'll let them make their own patties. But thank you guys so much for watching. There will be a very short YouTube video of everything we did today. But this was just us working through the process. I love y'all. All right, bye Instagram. All right, Facebook. You know I love you guys too. Thank you so much for watching. YouTube, come around behind you.